She never preached a sermon. She never led a movement. She never stood in front of any crowd. But when she died, the whole town came out and were standing there. And an entire room filled with people who couldn't stop crying. Take a moment right there for a moment and let this linger for a moment. She was loved dearly. And then heaven did something it rarely ever does. God brought her back from the dead. I can just only imagine at that moment as my mouth is wide open. But here's the real question. Why her? Who was her? Well, her name was Tabitha. Most people didn't know her voice, but they knew her hands. She made beautiful garments. Simple things. Clothes for widows, for people who had nothing. No spotlight, no recognition. Just quiet, consistent hidden work. Day after day, thread by thread. She served people who could never repay her. And that kind of life is easy to overlook until it's gone. Then suddenly, she got sick and she died. No warning, no miracle in the moment, just silence. But something unusual happened. The people didn't just mourn. They gathered. They gathered all around her. Widows stood there, holding the very garments she had made. Not stories, not words, her evidence. This is what she did for me. This is how she loved me. Her life was stitched into theirs, and they refused to let that story end quietly. So they sent for Peter. Not because it made sense, but because something in them believed. This shouldn't be the end. Peter arrived. The room was full of grief, full of people showing him, piece by piece, what her life had meant. And then Peter did something unexpected. He sent everyone out. Silence. Just him and her. And he prayed. Then he spoke 2 words. Tabitha, arise. And it was done. Death let go. She opened her eyes, but don't miss this. She didn't wake up to emptiness. She woke up to a room that had been filled with grief, now filled with people. People who loved her. People holding the proof of her life in their hands. Then she saw them, and in that moment, everything changed. Because now she knew something she didn't know before. Her quiet life had a louder impact than she ever realized. And when Peter brought her out to them, the story didn't stay in that room. People jumping around, shouting, and the loud noise was great. It spread. Not just that she lived again, but why it truly mattered. Her life became a testimony, not just of service, but of resurrection. She wasn't just sewing garments anymore. Now she was carrying a message. God sees, God remembers, and nothing done in love is ever lost. God didn't raise a king. He didn't raise a preacher. He raised a servant, a woman the world would overlook, but heaven refused to ignore. Because the kingdom of God doesn't measure impact the way we do. It sees what's hidden, it values what's quiet, and sometimes it brings it back to life, so everyone else can see it too. If you've ever felt unseen, like what you do doesn't matter, this story says otherwise. Stay faithful, keep serving, because what feels small now, heaven is watching closely. And when the time comes, your life might speak louder than you ever imagined. If this message spoke to you, subscribe and share it with someone who needs to be reminded their life matters too.